Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Anthony right here. Just wake up from a good night's sleep. Yes, now I'm going to be looking about some breakfast. Yeah, but before I do, let me say hello to everyone. Hope everything is good with everyone and that everyone is in good stead. Well, today we have a very bleaky day. It's very bleaky outside. As you know, I'm off today, so I won't be going to work until tonight. Yeah, but outside is a bit bleaky. Uh, I think we're supposed to have some rain later on. Yeah, the weatherman said that it would be raining right through later on until maybe tomorrow. But so, overall, it's not a bad day, but it's a bit bleaky. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be looking about some breakfast. First, I'm going to be frying some breadfruit. You know, we got it from Jamaica. So I'm going to be frying some breadfruit for my breakfast. So let me sprinkle let me sprinkle a little salt in it. Yep. Let me see if my mic is working. Yep. So now let me sprinkle a little salt. Yep. And the pot. Let me open the window a little bit so the fumes don't get the fire alarm going off. Now I'm gonna put my breadfruit inside. Oh, let me slice them up first because it's a bit too thick. Yes, that's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. When we roast the breadfruit, then we fry it too sometimes. Now you want to fry them until they're brown and crisp. Okay, so that would be how much the pot can hold right now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the whole boy's got to help himself out. I can't rely on my kids, because they have their family to deal with. So I got to help myself out sometimes. Yep. Now I'm going to be making me a little oats porridge. Yep. But when I make my oats porridge, I like to use the oat milk. Yeah, because I'm trying to get away from the dairy milk, because at my age, the dairy milk doesn't, agree with my prostate. I'm in good health, but I got to make sure I'm staying away from dairy products as much as I can. So this is what I do with my oat milk. I pour some in there, right? Then I get me some water. You know, I like to use the spring water. When I go to Costco, I buy me a couple cases. I cook with the spring water. I make my tea with the spring water. I try to stay away from the tap water because the pipe water in the apartment, those water are filled with lead, and at my age, got to stay away from that kind of water. So now I pour one bottle of water along with the milk. Let me turn the fire on. Yep, that'll make some porridge that can last me for the whole day. So, yep, I think I may need a little bit more water. So I can have porridge for the whole day. I don't have to go back, looking about something again. Now, now I'm gonna be putting in some. This is grounded nutmeg. And this is ground in cinnamon powder. So I put a little in there. And then I put in some nutmeg. Put a little in there. Yeah. Then I put in a little salt. Look at that long spoon. What did I do with it? I did with my long spoon. I can't find it. The other one. Oh, yeah, there it is. My eyes aren't good. Stir it around a little bit. Yeah. Now I'm gonna make it boil up very hot before I put in the oats. Gotta make it boil to a very hot point. Now, this is my oats milk. This is Fasco oats from Jamaica. This was one of the best oats you can ever find in the world. So I'm gonna make the water and the milk boil first before I put that in. Now I'm gonna turn my breadfruit a bit, you know. Yeah. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when it's finished. But for now I'm gonna just turn him a little bit over from one side to the other side. Yes, I turned out one already. Now these little pieces I can take out. You don't want these little pieces to stay in too long, they will burn to nothing. Okay. So that's how I do it, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta help myself out, you know what I mean? My beautiful wife, she's passed away 10 years now. God bless her soul. She was the gem. She was quite a woman, I'm telling you. Even in death, I gotta love her. She was my everything. But now she's gone. I can safely say I'm on my own. I have my children, but you know, they have their children to take care of. So there's no way I'm gonna sit down and, you know, rely on them to take care of me now. I'm still able-bodied to work. I'm still young, and you know, when I say young, I mean, you know, able to work and move about. Thank the Lord, I'm not, you know, weak and feeble. Yeah, I can go out and do my stuff. Now the water, now let it boil first. Now let me get a plate to put those in. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it looks like when we fry it. Brown and crispy. Yeah. Let me put the rest in. Now I'm gonna be doing some scrambled eggs too. I love to do my little scrambled eggs sometimes. Can I find another? Okay, where is it? Okay, fry me a little scrambled egg. And when I do the eggs, ladies and gentlemen, I like to use the butter. I don't want to use the oil. Okay, so let me put some of these here. Yep. Very brown and nice. That's how we like to do it. Now let me get the butter. Oh, I didn't turn the fire on. Okay. Yeah, I gotta warm the pot before I put the butter in. Let me turn these now. Yep. So this one, ladies and gentlemen, is not ready to receive the oats as yet because it's not boiling up. Okay. Let me put the spoon in there to get it hot so when I take the butter can slide off the spoon very easily. So let me drain the iron off. Yep. Splash and burn me. Now let me turn this one off. Yep. So there's it, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we do the roast breadfruit. When we roast it, then we fry it, you know. Very nice staple. Okay, that's finished. So let me get my, okay, let me put this one on here. This one on the side. Okay. So let me get these eggs in. Oh, come on. Okay, let me get a little black pepper. Oh, that's not it. There's the black pepper. No black pepper? Oh, come on, don't tell me that. I ain't got no black pepper? Okay, all right, let me put some salt. I could have sworn I have black pepper. What is this? Oh, yeah, here it is. Put a little black pepper and a little salt in my scrambled egg. Yep. Now I'm going to be doing this. So I make my scrambled egg. Gotta keep turning it because if you don't, it will all fry in one piece. So when you're scrambling it, you gotta keep turning it. See, it's coming up. I like to put the black pepper in my scrambled egg when I'm doing it, along with a little salt. All right. I like my scrambled egg to be very brown when I do it. If it's not well done, I can't eat it. I don't know why. If it's not well done, I just cannot eat it. I guess because it's egg, you know. Egg kind of carry a little bit rawish smell, I think, something like that. So I have to have it well done. So I'm gonna leave it a little while, let it get brown. Let me check on this. Yeah, it's coming up. Soon be there. Let me get rid of these. So while I'm doing my cooking, I like to keep my hair clean. Let me turn this again. Gotta be well done, ladies and gentlemen. If it's not well done, when it's well done, for me, it's gotta be brown. I can't eat it if it's not like that. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a funny guy or something. Yeah. So this is it's getting hot now. I can soon be able to put the oats in. That's what the oats look like, ladies and gentlemen. Sour Jamaican Fosca oats, best in the world. Let me try a piece of this. Yep, crisp and nice. And here I have my ginger. This is what I drink for tea, ginger and turmeric. Yep. It's getting hotter and hotter. Got to boil to a good point where I can put the oats in, because the oats doesn't take a long time to cook. Maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes or 6 minutes the most, and you're good to go with the oats. So you got to make the water boil very hot. Then you put your oats in. Let it stay there for maybe a 3 or 4 minutes, because oats is something that you can drink. You can have it raw. Make like a juice with it, like with a dragon condensed milk, nutmeg, a dragon stout or a Guinness stout, you know, and supplement and have it raw. So that's why you don't need to cook it for more than, say, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And if you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I say. I have to have it well done, brown, but I'm going to make it get brown a little bit more. Yeah, because if it's not well done, I just cannot eat it. I don't know why. Egg is something that brings a raw odor, and I don't like the smell of it. So that's why I got to make sure it's well done properly. I don't want this video to be too long, but I was waiting for this thing to boil up where I can put the oats in so you guys could see it. Or maybe I have to, do another short video of the porridge. But let me see a little bit to see if I can. because the stove is kind of slow, you know. Okay, I'm gonna put some oats in there now. Oh, come on. Got my scissors here. Waste time. And I'm gonna stir it a bit and see if I need more. Yep. I don't like it too thin either. Just when I'm making porridge for me, I just don't like it too thin. Not too thick and not too thin. That's how I love my porridge. Yeah, that should be okay. A little bit more, and that's it. Now, condensed milk I use to sweeten it with a little honey. Yep. Now I gotta get a smaller spoon for this. Now, throw this away and get some honey. Put some honey in there. Stir it around a little bit so it can be blended in properly. Okay. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how I do it. Oh, come on. Yep. Let me stir this around now. I don't know if you guys can see it, but let me see if you guys can see it. Now, there it is. No, can't see it. I gotta lift it up and show you guys. Yep. Let me. Now, this is what. This is how I do my scrambled egg. Gotta be very brown. You know, done well before I can eat it. Okay. Stir it so the milk and the honey can blend out in it properly. Of course, you know, you don't have to do it very long, you know, 3, 4, 5 minutes and you're good. Let me taste it. Perfect. Perfect. So now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what my oats porridge looks like. Very nice. I use the milk, the oats, a little salt, and cinnamon, nutmeg, and condensed milk. Yeah, this is what I have sometimes in the morning. Okay, and here I have my scrambled egg and my roast breadfruit that I fried. That's what I'm gonna have for breakfast this morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed this little video. And with that being said and done, thanks guys for watching my videos. Thanks for your support. Although I have not made the milestone of that 50 subscription or even anywhere near 1,000 subscription, I give thanks to you all. And those who haven't, supported me as yet, thank you anyway. And I know someday you will. So with that being said and done, have a good day, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm out.